Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Y'all got to excuse this this light and this exposure. And you notice on my videos sometimes the light be kind of weird, but it's just the phone. And I don't edit videos, so y'all just have to get it how you get it, cause I ain't even supposed to be on YouTube. So, but I got a new phone. My wife got me this iPhone 12, and this camera just crazy, and it got all these different cameras, so it be switching cameras or something, you know. It just the way it pick up. So I tried to get it, but I'm in the sun right now. But you know, I want to remind you of something, because one thing I always see from human beings is we love to point the blame. We love to point the blame. And I want to remind you that you got you. You got you. You can't worry about whoever else doing what. So it's like this. I go to a dealership, I want to buy a car, and that's always been my little treat ever since I've been an adult. First car I got was an Impala. It was a 2007. No, 2005. But it was in year 2007, something like that. And that was my first car I got. $380 a month. And I can't remember if it got repossessed. But if I didn't educate myself on how the dealership works, then I can't be mad if they gave me a high interest rate, or if they gave me a high payment, or they overcharged me for the car. If I didn't go in there and say, hey, you know, this car, y'all got it listed at this, but this car could be sold for this. If I didn't go in there like that, then that's on me. I can't get mad at them and say, oh, the racists taking advantage of me. No, I got to take care of me. If I go into a business deal to do a negotiation, and they come and everything is in their favor, and I don't realize what my worth is and what I'm bringing to the table, I can't get mad at them for looking out for them. And it's the same thing I try to tell y'all in relationships. You have to know what you want. You have to know who you are. You have to know your worth, your value, and you have to be willing to say no. You have to be willing to say, I'm gone. You can't get mad and say, oh, these sorry, no good men, you ain't worth nothing. You can't get caught up being mad with him. You got to be able to say, you know what? I let you curse me out. I let you put hands on me. I let you cheat on me time and time again and stay. That's on you. At that point, as an adult, you can't get mad at who else out there. See, listen, your job say, hey, we need you to work 65 hours this week instead of 40. Let me ask you this. Was that in the agreement? Did you sign an agreement that say you got to work 65 hours any given random time instead of 40? So why you mad and getting ulcers because your boss keep putting everybody work on you? If you allowing your boss to put everybody work on you, because guess what? My job tried me. I went to EEOC, Equal Employment Opportunity Committee or Council. I went to EEOC and filed a suit. Did the mediation and got me a little settlement. Oh yeah, y'all ain't finna try me. They denied my vacation time when they get everybody else their vacation time. And so I pulled a race card on them and everything. Hey, you're not finna try me. Absolutely not. My job, I was working on my dream. I was working on being an author, being a speaker. I was working on those things. And so I didn't do a second of overtime. I did not do a second of overtime. Tony, we ain't got nobody to come in next shift. Can you do a double? Nope. The manager got to come in because that's what the manager get paid for. Tony, you want to be a manager? No, because it's too much responsibility come with that, and I'm not going to be here. And so that's the stance that you got to realize, that it's on you. It's on you. You got to, as long as you blaming somebody else, you're going to be struggling. As long as you blaming somebody else, you mad with somebody else, as long as you expect somebody else to have your best interest at heart, you are going to struggle. You are going to be taken advantage of. You are going to be used. You have to be able, and this is what I taught my wife. I say, listen, you got to be able to communicate cool, calm, and collected what you need, what you expect, what you want. Because getting flustered and crying, getting flustered and shutting down, being quiet, that ain't gonna get you nothing but a life of misery. I told her that early on. You got to express yourself. You don't have to yell. You don't have to scream. You don't have to curse. She never did that anyway. But her communication style was just to shut down. If she ain't like something, she'll shut down. She'll shut down. She'll get distant. And that probably was taught to her through childhood, dealing with adults who say no but don't say why. You know how adults, we say, because I said so. And that don't benefit your child, because your child need an explanation of why no, so they can learn the lesson of why the answer is no. So that then they have that lesson that they could use in adulthood, not just no because you said so. Tell them no because it's not healthy for you. No because you need balance. No because you need to study. No because it's not safe out there tonight. No because I don't believe that tonight is a good night to go out. And so communication. And so I told my wife that. So then in our relationship, she got to the place to where if I communicate my needs, she got the place to where she communicate her needs. So now I can communicate my needs, she can communicate her needs, and that's what perfected our relationship. That's why we have a perfect relationship. And when I say perfect relationship, I mean, there ain't no cheating and lying and going to bed mad and all of this. That's why we happy, because we learn how to communicate. You got to express what you want, what you need. That got to be expressed. It ain't nobody gonna just give you. And anybody you deal with, they gonna look out for them. And see, this is the thing. The problem is we expect people to have our heart. So if you got a good heart, you expect everybody to have a good heart. No. The average person out for blood, they're gonna take whatever they could get. Whatever they could get, that's what they want. And so you got to realize that. And you got to be on your P's and Q's, and you got to say, okay, okay, that's what you want. All right, this right here, what I need. And if we can't meet there, then we ain't gonna be able to do this. This ain't gonna work if we can't meet there. So, cause we need a win-win. And you got to be okay asking for what you need. And so understand that, understand that, and realize that, hey, this is life. And when you get to the place to where you realize you got you, that's when you're not leaving your life, your destiny in the hands of other people. That's when you could take and say, okay, it's on me. So, hey, now this is one thing when I'm driving, if I have to go somewhere, I'll be shooting these video car chronicles, because, I'd rather do this, something that's edifying for the spirit, than just listen to music or the radio sometimes. So these type of messages here, if I'm driving, they typically will be uploaded around like noon in the daytime, like lesson on the lunch break type thing is my other little hashtag I use, lesson on the lunch break. So around noon Eastern, that's 9 a.m. West Coast time, you could check every now and then or set your notification bell for these type of messages. And then my love and relationship messages, those will typically be at, you know, between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. at night. Ideally 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. West Coast. So, hey, think on that now. Listen to these again. Listen to this again. Listen to this again. Get it in your spirit. And now, on your job, ask for what you want. Ask for the respect that you need. Let them know what you will and won't do. No, unfortunately, I'm not available for overtime. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do that right there because that's not in my job description. That belongs to Lisa, and that's what she gets paid to do. And so if you need to add work to me that I did not sign up for when I got hired, then I would need my pay to be increased. And what they gonna do? Oh, Tony, they're gonna fire me. Okay, EEOC. Okay, you want to fire? Okay, all right. Oh, I'm fired. Okay, unrightfully fired. Discrimination. Okay. Hey, race card, whatever you got to pull. Lawsuit, 100,000, 300,000. Hey, you hear me? I told my job, I said, listen, I got over 20 pages of documents of violations, HIPAA and OSHA violations against y'all. And I got 20 other staff that have agreed to testify in court. And I reached out to my attorney, and she connected me with the #1 civil lawyer in the state of Florida. And so if you want to go to the next level, we going for 7 figures. So let's handle this here. That's what I told them. Guess what? I was lying. Lord forgive me. I was lying. I ain't had no papers. I ain't had no other staff. I ain't had nothing. I did reach out to an attorney that I knew though, and she did tell me about a top civil lawyer, but I hadn't reached out to him. Hey, that's what you do in negotiation. You have to say every now and then you got to bluff. That's part of the game. So hey, I did that. I got my settlement. You hear me? And I said that on a video one time, and a young lady, she was going through some of her job. She went to EEOC. She said, Tony, thank you so much for mentioning EEOC, because I went to them and I filed this suit, and now I have a settlement on the way. I said, all right, God bless you now. So listen, stop being job scared. Stop being life scared. Stop being relationship scared. And so many women, they say to me all the time, they say, Tony, so how do I tell my boyfriend or my husband that, you know, I need him to talk to me better and I need more quality time? I'm like, you just tell him. You just tell him he not God. He's not the big bad wolf. He might huff and puff, but let him blow a chimney down then if he got all that breath in his lungs. But you just tell him. You just sit down, cool, calm, and collect, and say, hey, I need to talk to you. Say, hey, so listen, you know, we're going to do this and this thing's going to work. I really need for you to understand that I'm a person of dignity and morals and values, and I need to be spoken to as such. And if you can't do that, you know, let me know, and this right here could be done today. See, men not used to women talking to us like that. And that's the type of women that men respect. Not the type of women that's, you so stupid, you ignorant, I hate you, you ain't a man. A man don't respect that. A man don't respect that. He also don't respect, why do you treat me like this? Oh, you treat me so wrong. He doesn't respect that. What he respects is somebody who is cool, calm, and confident, who can sit him down, look him in his eyes, and tell him like it is. No curse words, no yelling, no name calling. You don't have to huff and puff like you big and bad. You don't have to wait till you angry before you give a person a piece of your mind. Tell a person how you feel. Tell a person how you feel if you're going to be in that situation long term. See, everything don't need to be said if it's a one-off situation. So if I do something for somebody and I say to myself, okay, Somebody wrote the other day, well, shouldn't you just want a genuine thank you if you do something for somebody? It depends on the level of what you do. So if you go and you take, and picture this in your head, if you take and you buy your brother or your mother a car, and that car costs you $10,000 cash, would you like, thank you so much? Or would you like them to maybe get a card and write in that card, thank you so much, this means the world to me, or send you a bouquet of flowers for $12? Like, if you just got them a $25 gift card, a simple thank you so much, a text message thank you may be sufficient, because you like, it's equivalent to the size of the gift. So I just sent a gentleman a gift, and he texted me, thank you so much for the gift. Totally unnecessary, but I appreciate it. The gift costs $112. That thank you text coming from a billionaire, that's equivalent. He don't need to write me no card, but I have family members that I spent 30 plus 40,000 plus cash money on a vehicle. Now, something like that right there, hey, I might need a handwritten card, you know, just to really show gratitude. Now, they ain't got to do it, but what I do, I take a lesson. I'm not gonna go to them and say, hey, you know, I spent $40,000 cash to get you a car because I wanted to do that from my heart, but I kind of at least expected. I wasn't doing it for something in return because I don't need anything from you, but just gratitude. So I kind of expected just like, you know, even just a thank you card, you know, maybe even a heartfelt video, you know, for 1 minute, just expressing how you feel, like, or just face-to-face expression, you know, not on a text message after spending tens of thousands of dollars cash. And so, or financing tens of thousands of dollars. And so, but that's that extra step. You know what that will require? It will require them to get up, get in a vehicle, go to CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, get a card, get a pen, and write how their heart feels. And then get me that card, mail me that card, or bring me that card. That will require some extra steps that only a truly grateful person will think about that. Now, if I bring it up to them, oh, I didn't know you want a card. What is a card to you? I didn't even think about that. If I bring it up, I would have done that in a heartbeat. And then they go get the card. Don't mean nothing now, because I had to tell you. Same thing like in a relationship, when a woman say, well, I don't really need anything for my birthday, and then the man gets nothing. And then she like, listen, I said I didn't need anything because I didn't want to put a burden on you. I didn't want to have a demand, but I just assume you have money. And if you care for me and you love me, you're going to get me something regardless of what I said. And so it's just what you expect. So if you're going to be in that relationship going forward, and you're going to be going through birthdays and holidays going forward, then that's something that you express. If it's a one-off situation, like you bought somebody lunch and they didn't even barely say thank you, you ain't never got to buy them lunch again, because that's just your friend, that's just your coworker. You don't owe them anything. But when you're in a situation like you got to stay on your job, you need your job, you're going to be working on your job, then you need to communicate to your boss what's bothering you. Evaluate it first. Make sure you just ain't making stuff up in your head. Make sure you just ain't being a baby. But if it's truly causing you stress, you need to communicate that on your job, in your family relations, you know, in your relationship, stuff that you got to be in. You got to express yourself of what you want, what you need, what you expect. And so you just can't accept what people give you, because see, a lot of times you accept what people give you. Like, I got a suite at the stadium, at the Bucs Stadium, and the food was kind of cold. The food was not good, but they charge you $800 for that food every game. So if you do 10 games, that's $8,000 you gonna spend on that food. So I had to let them know. I said, listen, I'm paying this level of money. I need this food fresh. I need this food fresh, and I need it to match the price tag. And so they said, okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Gas. They coming in there, they checking it. And I say, listen, I'm in here, my sweet neighbors, they got this right here kind of deal. They got this right here kind of service. I need that too. I say, right now, people who look like me getting murdered in the street by police who's supposed to protect and serve. So I'm highly sensitive right now about my treatment compared to other people who don't look like me. I let them know that. And guess what? They got it together. But if I hadn't said nothing, I would have kept getting the same mediocre service I was getting. So listen, in every situation you in, if you're going to stay in that situation, you got to express yourself on what you need, because you got you and ain't nobody looking out for you. Ain't nobody looking out for you. So, hey, this is a life lesson. Yes, I'm a relationship coach, but I'm also a life coach. And I'm going to give you the life lessons that we think common sense, but ain't nothing common sense. Ain't nothing common sense unless you had to live through it. Common sense is overrated. Yeah, because ain't nothing common sense. It was overstated. So, hey, this is Tony Gaskin. God bless you. I just made it back home. I did a video going, the video coming back. So this 2-day worth of video. God bless you. We'll talk soon.